Hello, welcome. We've been wanting to record this video for a really long time now, and before any more time goes by, we just wanted to record our birth story, or her birth story, and yeah, let's see if we can recall what happened on that day. Do you want to say anything about the pregnancy, or just like what happened that day?
I mean, like the pregnancy, like just the whole situation. It's like a situation of like you never know until you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you've had stories, you've had other people talk about it, but until it happens to you, that's when like you realize, okay, oh, now it's totally a different story.
Yeah, I do. I feel like that is one of the things I did want to say in this video. It was just like I feel like as soon as you tell someone you're pregnant or having a baby, they just come with their they share their experiences and opinions. Lots and lots and lots and lots of opinions. And that can be challenging, misleading, yeah, if you accept them.
Yeah, because to be honest, like there's a lot of like negative opinions more than positive. And
negative experiences more than positive that people share.
They're very rare. It's very rare to find people who are gonna just share like the positive opinions without bringing in a little negative in it.
Right. But I feel like going into it, Peter and I, this is just our character in general. We're just kind of like, we kind of try to base things off our own facts and not read too much into what other people tell us. We just try to like live out the experiences and
then try to turn the negative into positive.
So the pregnancy went pretty well, right? I mean, on my end, like I didn't have any morning sickness or cravings, or I didn't gain that much weight.
It was like at times when you go like to the doctor's office and they're asking you about these symptoms and you keep on saying like all the time, was no, like at times you kind of feel like, are they gonna think that you're kind of sounding like perfect, you know what I'm saying, like just perfect from the start to the end.
right.
But that was the real thing. That was the truth. That was the case. So
I would say maybe the most challenging aspect was sleeping. Not really.
I'd say like during like the first 2 months. The first 2 months, you're kind of sleepy, but at the same time, I felt like it was driven by what you were told the first time you went to the hospital, because they told you like, okay, like now they're pregnant, you're gonna be so tired. You're gonna be sleepy.
It was not driven by the hospital. I was legitly. Oh wait, I can't remember. I forgot that, but I was so exhausted because
That's what I'm saying. That's the reveal of how you're pregnant. It was kind of just crazy, but after I went to the hospital and they confirmed it, that's when like you start coming home and like you straight to bed and you're like, oh, I'm so exhausted, and oh, like this is what they told me, I'm gonna be so exhausted, and actually I'm experiencing so.
I was legitly experiencing that, Peter.
You might have, but I feel like 60% was just like from, you know.
No, you're out of line. But
you see, you couldn't even remember.
I couldn't because I was so focused on everything that went right, and it was such a small portion of it. But you know me, I'm very active. I was tired. I was growing a baby.
Okay.
So after that hurdle, I guess about 3 or 4 months is when I started getting my energy back. And I was still working out. I was still working up until maybe a week before my due date.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea came a week later, but we did a lot of research on things that we were uncertain about. We took classes, and I feel like that kind of eased the worry or the unknown facts about like what was going to happen. Just had that knowledge of like, this is what's like normal, or this is what your body is going through. These are some things that you might experience, but we still kind of had an open mind about.
At the same time, it was a new experience, and you like I said, like you never know what's gonna happen. So taking classes, like for example, like me, like I didn't know what to expect, but I've never been in a situation where like, okay, now I got a pregnant woman, and in a few, like for example, like towards the birth, is like in a few weeks she's gonna be giving birth to my little one, and I'm gonna be in the same room, and I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Were you nervous about that?
It was crazy. It was crazy. I was 50-50 because I was like, I don't know if I can be in there, or I don't know. Like, I don't know how how I'm gonna react to everything that's gonna happen in there.
Right. Because Peter doesn't like.
I don't like hospital. Like Like I don't like hospitals. Like even like visiting people in those sort of times, I actually have problems with that.
Right. Right.
And that's why I never get sick too.
Yeah.
So that I do.
But you did good.
Yeah, but because at least like we kind of do research, we kind of like take some classes, we kind of like watch videos and stuff, which kind of like build my confidence a little, day by day. Everything that I was researching about kind of like built my confidence.
Yeah. And
towards the end, when the day come, like it just happened like just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so fast, just like that. Like I never even think about it until it was done. That's when like, oh, I survived. You know what I'm saying? Like
you feel like you can do it again.
So just one more. One more time, and that'll be it.
My main books that I was reading before the baby came was the Bradley Method book, and then there was a supernatural childbirth book that we were looking into, and from combining both of those, I feel like they really helped to put us more at ease and just kind of help us through the pregnancy even more. The Bradley Method more for positioning and breathing techniques and birthing techniques, and then the supernatural childbirth for just the mind aspect of it, and just keeping that mental focus that this is something that God created my body to do this. I don't have any reason to fear. Like I can just embrace what's going on and enjoy the experience. We also had support from one of our friends, our doula, who we kind of recruited.
Yeah.
We didn't take no for an answer. Like, you're gonna be here with us, and that was very helpful because I was able to meet with her weeks before Chelsea came, and she was able to answer questions for me and then ask me questions that I didn't even know to ask. We also had a lot of support from our family and our friends. Anything else before we jump into the actual story? All right, so let's talk about birthday. First, overall, how would you rate it?
I'd say because everything kind of works out the way we wanted, so I'll give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah. So.
Okay. When I went to one of my last appointments, and I got the swab. I forget what the name of it is, but and the midwife asked if I wanted her to check me to see if I had dilated any. And I was like, sure. So she told me I had dilated 2 centimeters, and this was maybe a month or a few weeks, at least 2 weeks before Chelsea's due date. And I had not felt any contractions, like any Braxton Hicks, anything. So that for me was a good indication that maybe things will go by smoothly. I mean, so yeah, a couple days after our due date, I started feeling some, I wouldn't say contractions, I just felt like something was happening. It was something that I wasn't used to. It was not painful at all, but I just felt pressure. And so that day I had a doctor's appointment. So I decided that instead of going to the doctor's appointment, I was going to go to the hospital and try to get in triage to see if they could check me, because 2 weeks prior, my midwife told me I had dilated 2 centimeters. So because I had a prenatal appointment that day, I was just like, well, let me just go, to triage and try to get checked there, and so I won't have to get checked twice, because I was gonna ask my doctor at the appointment to check me. But anyways, so I ended up going to triage, and my mom and my sister were with me, and I'm kind of glad I went, because we were able to find out like the exact place to go once the baby arrived, because had we not gone earlier, we would have went to the wrong place, and I don't know what could happen. But anyways, so I went to triage, and they checked me, and they still said I was at 2 centimeters. So then I ended up still going to my doctor's appointment because it wasn't too far. So actually it was in the same facility, I just had to go to a different office. So I went over to the doctor's office, and pretty much they said the same thing. The only thing different that they said was if I hadn't had Chelsea by that Friday or Sunday?
Monday.
By Monday, then they were going to induce me, and I didn't want that to happen, but at the same time, we were at the point where we're just like really wanting her to come, and we really wanted to see her. So I'm pretty sure if she hadn't come before that, then we would have went that route.
Yeah.
So then I go back home and just did life as normal. And then the next morning, Thursday, yep. So Thursday, same thing happened. I started feeling pressure, but this time it was more intense. I was there, kind of like rubbing my back and being awesome, supporting me through the pressure that I felt. I still wasn't in pain, but it was definitely pressure, and I was kind of excited because I knew like something was happening. I felt like this is gonna be the start to something, to my baby coming. So that happened from like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. It was pretty frequent. They either went to work, and he was just like, should I stay home? It's like, no, I feel like you can go to work because I don't know how this is gonna last. So he went to work, and I got up around 7 because my goal was that day was to rest, eat, do something, and rest. And when I got up, the contractions like slowed down, and my mom and my sister were here. And I asked my mom, like, do you want to go for a walk? So we went outside, we were able to go for a walk, and then I came back in and just enjoyed my day with my sister and my mom. And I was just playing this supernatural childbirth playlist and another playlist that I found on YouTube, and I'll link information to that in the description below. But it was just to keep, like, the whole entire atmosphere was just so peaceful, and it was just a great atmosphere for me to be like in labor, because I was in labor. I mean, I didn't know it because I really wasn't experiencing the pain that I hear, you know, other people talk about for those hours from like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I was just coasting. I was just like in my zone, and it was just such an amazing experience. And then Peter comes home at, what happened?
At 2.
2.
Yeah.
So
we were just kind of slow at work, and my boss came to me and was like, yeah, I know you have a pregnant woman at home, and it's close to due there. So now that we're slow, you can just go home and take care of her, and you never know what may happen. So, and I was so excited because, like, yeah, it's true, I wasn't doing nothing at work, that much at work. So,
yeah.
So I decided just to come home, which I did, and I came. You were upstairs at that time, right? Yeah, I came upstairs. You were upstairs, just laying down, and you told me about they told me about what happened during the day, and you mentioned about eating, and then maybe like in the evening we should go to the hospital, and I think I told you, like, yeah, it would just be good if you can just wake up now, so you can just go eat right now, and then at least can have more time to get ready, because that's just me. I'm always like, when you say something, I just want to like at least like kind of like plan it and have enough time to like do whatever we wanted to do.
Right.
And yeah, it was crazy because like you did not like do whatever you should do, like fight me or anything. You just woke up and come. Yeah, you came down with me, and I think your mom they already made food, so food was already there. We had your friend Tisha was here. Yeah, so Tisha was here, so we were just hanging out. We ate lunch. We talked for like I think for an hour and an hour and a half, or maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're like, okay, like you told me like, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs, start getting ready. Yeah. Which you did, and I told you, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. And
wait, before you continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So around 1 o'clock that day, I lost my mucus plug. And then when we were eating at the table, I was sitting on my birthing ball, and then this is like around 3 o'clock, my contractions started back, and and they were back to being intense, and they were like really, really close together, so much that I couldn't even time them. So then I went upstairs.
So you went upstairs, and then after maybe 5 minutes, I came and like I just followed you upstairs so I can just get ready myself too. Yeah. And that's when I found you on the tab. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it looks like you're trying to do something, but you're in pain.
I was trying to breathe.
Yeah. So and I didn't know what to do at the same time too. Yeah. So but just like stare and look at you and try to just like figure stuff out.
Yeah. But you did good. So, as Peter mentioned, when I went upstairs to get ready, I feel like this is when I went into transition, because like I could not stand straight on my knees, and I felt like this baby is coming. This baby is coming, and I don't have medication. Like, I literally started crying and was like, God, what did I do? Why did I do this? I realized that this was it. At this point, I realized this was it. There was no going back. There was no turning back. And I was scared. And at that point, fear like totally set in, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like this is happening. So I tried to take a shower before. So before going to the hospital, that was unsuccessful. I got in, I couldn't stand, so I had to get right back out. And I literally crawled to the room. Peter had to help me put my clothes. And we were out the door, and the bags are already packed. So we were out the door. Oh, we get there. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want anything to happen and Peter is not present for it. So I decide, instead of going to emergency parking, that we're just gonna park and and we're gonna walk to the maternity floor, the labor and delivery floor. So that's what we did. However, we did not walk.
Disaster.
So this is what happened. We get you want to tell it?
Yeah, you can tell it.
Okay. So we parked the car, and then I started, hi honey, hi mama, hi. I started feeling contractions, so we would stop as I'm breathing through contractions, and then when they stopped, we started running. We were like, go.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Okay, go, all the way up to the elevator and to the floor. It was worth it, and it just goes into the book of our experiences on things we can look back on and laugh at. So after we get to the check-in desk, they were asking me questions and I could not speak. Like, I had no words with them. I just...
Because you're on your knee already.
Yeah, I was on my knees, like, at the desk. Like, I couldn't even stand. I didn't want to sit down because I felt like if I sat, she was going to come. Like, I just needed to be not letting gravity, like, work for me at that moment, because I just wasn't ready for it. Right? So we go into triage. They still want to check me, and they send me to triage. They check me and they say, like, you are, like, the baby is right here and your water bag is right here. Like, we gotta get you to the delivery room. So they wheel me over to the delivery room, and I'm like, it's like crazy. Like, everything's happening so fast. I'm not scared. I'm like, I really felt like I was high, like on some drugs, because that's just like the feeling I had. Because I'm just like, this is so cool. Like, in my mind, this is so cool. Like, they're like wheeling me over, and I don't know. It was just the oxytocin, the natural oxytocin was just pumping. And so get me over to the, I go to the delivery room, and I literally crawl over, like, I switched beds myself, and I sit down on the delivery table, and everyone comes in, and it's like everything just stopped. Like, I wasn't feeling anything. I was just sitting there, and I'm just asking them. I literally asked them, like, okay, so what happens next? But during that time, I actually got to finally finish answering the questions from this nurse, the check-in questions. And I was also able to pass out the copies of my birth plan to everyone that was in the room, which was an awesome. Then I tried different positions to push, which is something that was on my birth plan. And finally, the doctor advised one that she thought was best for me according to how Chelsea was, like, positioned. And so we tried that, and within a few pushes,
like 3 or 4 pushes.
Yeah, 3 or 4 pushes, she was out. We got to the hospital almost like around 6.
Yeah, like 6. Yeah, 6, and by 7:20 she was born.
Yeah. So by 7:20 she was born. So it was such an amazing experience, right? Like,
Yeah, it was really good.
it was nice. It was
It
nice.
was like a little bit intense, but like intense. Like the feeling was like kind of like a little bit nervous, but at the same time it's just like you just want to see what's next.
Right.
But it happened so quick to a point where, but like it's just like we just saw Chelsea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can remember they brought the what do you call it? The mirror. They put the mirror down so we could see what was going on.
Yeah. And she came out just looking just like that.
It was just like when I saw her head, or the first part of her head the first time, I was just like, I'm like, we're not gonna be here forever. Like, I gotta get you out. So I was just so excited to see her. And
she was excited to see us too.
She was very excited to see us, and she's been nothing but absolute joy.
Yeah.
Right, Chelsea?
Mama is talking to you.
And Peter did an amazing job. Like, he really did an amazing job, and till this day, like, he does an amazing job. He's a great father, and I really appreciate him and all his hard work and efforts. And yeah, that's about it for our story. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments below if you have any questions in regards to our story. And we're so happy for you. Congratulations if you are expecting. And we will see you next time. Bye.